Y'all at the restaurant. Deuces.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Wait a minute. Let's roll the intro first.
Shout out to Low Squad, No Gang.
Low squad, low gang, what's up? Watch me do my thing. It's your polo partner, Mr. Low, back here with another unboxing video. But before I get started with this unboxing video, did y'all like that little short film I put in the beginning of the video? If so, all that footage was shot on the 24mm and the 50mm. Well, all the footage but the second to last shot I did, which was the shot of me walking to the car. That shot was shot on a kit lens, believe it or not. Real good for a kit lens, huh? So yeah, I'm back here to do a unboxing of the 50mm and the 24mm. So if you're interested, stay tuned. And don't forget to hit the thumb, make it turn blue and stay true. Also drop a comment below and subscribe to my channel if you haven't subscribed yet. Now with that said, let's get into this unboxing. Okay, once you open the box, the first thing you will see is the bubble wrap. They just throw a little bit of bubble wrap on top. Next, you have your receipt with all the items you got in this package, with some literature on the back. Next, you have the lens pouches. You can put your lenses in these and it will keep them safe. I have two of them because I have two lenses I bought. So one for the 50 and one for the 24. Next, you have lens hoods. These are nice on a sunny day. And I have two of them again. And now I have some filters. These are like sunglasses for your lens. And I have two of them because I have two lenses again. Next, you have the cleaning bag. And I like that they put both of the lenses cleaning items together in that package. Next, you have both of the lenses, the Nifty 50 and the 24 pancake lens. Okay, we're gonna take a closer look at the lenses. First, starting with the Nifty 50. Once you take the top off, you will see a quick starting guide telling you everything you need to know about this lens. After you get done looking at that, lift the cardboard up, that little cardboard piece, and then you have the lens itself. And all you need to do is get that right out of the box, and you see that it's nicely wrapped in some bubble wrap, and that's about it. That all comes in the box. So once you get the bubble wrap off, you have some more plastic. This is a little bit of thin plastic, and once you remove that and get it out of the little plastic, you will have a free lens. Now, first look at this lens. This lens is real good and it's real sturdy and it's built real good. It is plastic, but it's not all plastic like the old Nifty 50. It has a metal mount on it. Well, this lens will last a long time if you treat it with care. I must say so myself, this lens feels real great in hand. Now let's get up close and personal. As you guys can see, that metal mount I was talking about, you can see that this lens is really built real well, and I'm glad I purchased this. And it really feels good in hand. I can have this in my hand for the whole day, but it wouldn't be a good idea. Okay, we're done with the Nifty 50. Moving on to the 24mm. Again, this package is boxed just like the 50mm, so you have the quick guide telling you everything you need to know. That little cardboard box I feel like this is like deja vu right now, unwrapping this lens. So I'm not gonna go through everything I said about the Nifty 50 because it's wrapped the same way. It's just a different size lens. So once you get it off the package and once you have it in your hand, it feels like the same weight as the Nifty 50. One is not heavier than the other, which surprised me because the Nifty 50 will appear bigger, but it doesn't really have no weight to it, if you know what I mean. And like the Nifty 50, this one feels real good in hand as well, and I'm glad I purchased it. Here is a closer look at it. Autofocus. Oh yeah, these lenses don't have stabilization built in them, so you're gonna have to use a rig or a gimbal to stabilize these, or sit them on a tripod, if you will. Just a FYI, if you guys are interested in picking one of these lenses up, I will leave all the information in the description so you guys can have easy access. Let's get back to the video. Okay, now that you guys seen some footage from both of these lenses and you guys seen me unbox these lenses, I want to cover some information about these lenses. So these lenses are not zoom lenses, they are prime lenses, and what that means is they're set. So this is a 50mm lens, so it's set at 50mm. It's not like at 18 to 55 zoom lens where you have that that distance to zoom in and out. You can't do that with a prime lens. They're set. So once you get a 50mm, it's set at 50mm, but it will be different if you are using a cropped sensor camera like I'm using. So the 50mm isn't 50mm, it is really 80mm. So you're more punched in than 50mm, and the 24 is really 38.4 millimeters on a crop sensor. Now if you're recording on a full frame camera, it will be 50mm and it will be 24mm. So that's the difference of you recording on a crop sensor camera and a full frame camera, if you will. Those numbers don't change on a full frame camera, because those are more of the advanced and more advanced level of cameras, if you will. So with the 50mm, I don't have it because I'm recording with the 24mm, by the way. So with the 50mm, which we call the Nifty 50, it's been around for a very, very long time. This is the second generation of the 50mm lens. They had another one that was out, which they called the what did they call that lens? They called it the Plastic Fantastic. Yeah, because the whole lens was made out of plastic. Now with that being said, your kit lens is made out of plastic as well. See, it doesn't have a metal mount. So I tend to stay away from these type of lenses because they break easy and they don't hold up as well as the metal mounts. And one thing that differs from the Nifty 50 from the 24mm is the Nifty 50 lets in more light because it has a 1.8 aperture, where the 24mm has a 2.8 aperture, if you will. So the aperture allows you to let in more light in your lens. If it's a 1.8 aperture, so the Nifty 50 lets you get more light in than the 24 millimeter. And by all means, I'm not telling you guys to pick up these lenses. I got these lenses because I knew what I was gonna do with them, and they fit in my work. They fit real good into the type of things I do. I use the 50 millimeter on portraits, because I do like portraits of people a lot, and I do like close-up shots of their face, so it's good for portraits. I got the 24 millimeter because I do shots with people a lot, like I film their videos, and I need a wide lens, and it works perfectly fine. Like 98% of the time the 24 millimeter is on my camera. And another thing with the Nifty 50, it is not a landscape lens, so you can't do no landscape because it's cropped in, and it's gonna be like bam, it's gonna be hard for you to get those landscape shots. But with the 24 millimeter, you're gonna have control of getting that wider look, so it's good for vlogs too. In the 50 millimeter, you're not gonna use that for a vlog unless you want the camera to sit like right at your lip, then it's gonna cut off your head and all that, and that's a bad situation to be in. So the Nifty 50 is for portraits and close-ups, and that mocha, did I say mocha? I mean bokeh in the 50 millimeter lens is fantastic. It like really blurs out the background, and it separates your subject from the background, which puts all the spotlight on that subject, so that picture can really pop, or that video can really pop. And with that said, like the prime lenses have their advantages, and zoom lenses have their advantages. So it's no perfect lens out there. It's not like a sort of like an all-in-one. Different lenses do different things, so keep that in mind. And like I said, I'm not telling you guys to go out and purchase these. You just have to figure out what type of work you're going to be doing. If you're going to be doing landscapes, like I said, check out the 24 millimeter, and they do have a 40 millimeter, which fits in the middle of the 50 millimeter and the 24 millimeter. The 40 millimeter is like right there in the middle. I didn't want that because I wanted a lens that was all the way cropped in and all the way zoomed out, if you will. So that's why I skipped out on the 40 millimeter lens. That was a lot. It was a lot to cover. But, oh yeah, one thing I forgot to mention, these are STM lenses. STM, Canon's STM lenses. These are great for autofocus. It's very quick, but they do tend to pick up a little bit of noise, but you can always drown that noise out with some music, or if you're filming something where it's like a lot going on and a lot of noise, it tends to kick that noise out. Or you can take the noise out completely, or you can do what I do and use a mic. I have the mic right here, you guys can't see it. You could drown the noise out like that, but if you're using it, that's only if you're using the autofocus. But if you manual focus, you're gonna hear some noise too, but you could like tweak it because you're in manual mode and you're switching that to like focus, so you have like more control of the sound, if you will. Yeah, I think that pretty much wraps up this video, y'all. Don't forget to hit the thumb, make it turn blue, and stay true. Also drop a comment below and subscribe to my channel if you haven't subscribed yet. There go.